Good morning, students. Now today we are going to move on to our next topic, which is activity 7.1. In this activity, what you have to do, you have to cut out the weather reports of the last week or from any of the newspapers from last week or last month. Okay, you see that there is weather reports in the newspapers, and what you have to do, you have to paste all that cutouts on a white sheet or on a chart paper. Now what you have to do, you have to record the information from the weather reports collected by you in table given here in 7.1. okay, write down the date, what is the maximum temperature of that day, minimum temperature, then what is the minimum humidity of that day, maximum humidity, and rainfall. Okay, so what do you observe? Do all the 7 days have the same maximum and minimum temperatures, humidity, and rainfall? Or sometimes it may vary. The maximum and minimum temperatures recorded may be the same for some of the days. Okay, likewise in summer seasons usually we have very hot, so you can find out maximum and minimum temperatures would be the same for most of the days. But however, all the parameters are not same on all the days, like humidity, maximum humidity, minimum humidity, and rainfall. Okay, over the week there may be considerable variation. Over a week you can see lots of variations in your weather. The day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind speed, etc. is called the weather at that place. Okay, how we define weather is like that. Okay, now the temperature, humidity, and other factors are called the elements of the weather. What are the main elements of weather? Temperature, humidity, and there are other factors also. A weather of a place changes day after day and week after week. That is why we often say today's weather is too humid, or the weather was warm last week. We usually say today it was very humidity and it was warm last week. The weather is such a complex phenomenon that it can vary over very short periods of time. It is very complex phenomenon. Okay, very short period can vary. It can happen sometime it is sunny in the morning. Yes, now in this season only, in the month of August and July, you have seen some of the day it might be very sunny. You think okay, the weather is dry today, okay, sunny morning, but suddenly clouds appear from nowhere and starts raining heavily, or a heavy rain may vanish in a matter of minutes. We now experiencing it and give way to bright sunshine. Okay, you must have had such several experiences. Try to recall any such experience and share it with your friends. Since weather is such a complex phenomenon, it is not easy to predict. Now look at the graph given below, which shows the maximum temperature recorded during 3rd of August 2006 to 9th of August 2006 at Shillong, Meghalaya. You have seen here. As it is clear from any weather report, the maximum and minimum temperatures are recorded every day. Do you know how these temperatures are recorded? In chapter 4, you have learnt that there are special thermometers for this purpose called maximum and minimum thermometers. Can you guess when during the day we have the maximum temperature and when the minimum? The maximum temperature of the day occurs generally in the afternoon, while the minimum temperature occurs generally in the early morning. Can you now understand why in summers we feel so miserable in the afternoon and comparatively comfortable early in the morning? What about the times of sunrise and sunset? You know that in winters it becomes dark early and you do not get much time to play. Are the days shorter in winter than in summer? Try to find it out yourself by completing the project given at the end of the chapter. Okay. Now I would like to share some information like how rainfall is measured. It is measured by an instrument called the rain gauge. It is basically a measuring cylinder with a funnel on top to collect rainwater. Okay, this is the way we measure the rain, or how much rain occurs, okay, during the rainy season. Now all changes in the weather are caused by sun. Okay, sun is the huge sphere of hot gases at a very high temperature. The distance of the sun from us is very large. Even then, the energy sent out by the sun is so huge that it is the source of all heat and light on the earth. You might be surprised the sun is so far away from us. and even after its energy is so high that it gives all heat and light on the earth. So the sun is the primary source of energy that causes changes in the weather. Energy absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface, oceans and the atmosphere play important roles in determining the weather at any place. If you live near the sea, you would have realized that the weather at your place is different from that of a place in a desert or near a mountain. So weather vary from region to region. Okay, that's all for today.